Good morning, my dear students, and welcome to the class on history. In the previous class, I had explained to you two important things. One is about the reform movements in Western India, the reforms that were brought about in Western India, and the reform movements begun by the people in South India. I hope you have clear with those two topics that I taught yesterday. I had sent the notes in the WhatsApp group. I hope you must be completing the notes. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is the reform movements among the Muslims, who are the people who brought about changes among the Muslims. Okay. Now the first person to be remembered is that Nawab Abdul Latif. This is the first person to be learned the topic called reform movements among the Muslims. So Nawab Abdul Latif, he began a society in 1863. In 1863, he began a society called the Mohammedan Literary Society. And what was its aim? When he began this particular society, what was his aim? His aim was to spread Western education among the Muslims. He wanted to spread, he wanted the Muslim people to be educated in a Western education. And the medium that was used was English. The medium of instruction used by him was English. And why did he insist on Western education? He believed that it is only with the help of Western education that Muslims can compete with the educated Hindus. That was the reason why he began something called the Mohammedan Literary Society in 1863. The aim of this particular society was to spread Western education among the Muslims. And why did he insist on Western education? The reason is that he believed that only with the help of Western education, the Muslims can compete with the educated Hindus. So that's the first point, the first person to be learned, that is Nawab Abdul Latif in 1863, Mohammedan Literary Society. The importance of Western education. Only with the help of Western education, the Muslims could compete with the educated Hindus. Now let's move on to the second person, that is Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. What are his contributions? He believed that the Parda system and the polygamy. Parda system is, the Muslims, they wear the Parda, and the polygamy, having more than one wife. These are the two evils that kept the Muslims backward. Because of these two systems, the Muslims were not able to progress. So he believed that Parda system and the polygamy are the evils that kept the Muslims backward. And he was concerned about the educational backwardness of Muslims. At that time, the Muslims were not educated. So he was very concerned, he was very worried about the educational backwardness of Muslim people. So he understood the need for an English education, and he also believed the progress can happen only by acquiring scientific knowledge from West. Scientific knowledge. The scientific knowledge is what that can bring progress among the Muslims. So he believed that Muslims can progress, or they can make some progress only by acquiring scientific knowledge from the West. So that's the most important that he kept. So he began in 1864. He began something called the Translation Society in 1864. But later this particular Translation Society was renamed as a Scientific Society. And what did they do? This scientific society began to translate books on science and literature into Urdu. They began to translate the books on science and literature into Urdu. And they set up various schools for the education of the people. So, the Translation Society in 1864, later renamed as a Scientific Society, took up the translation works on science and literature into Urdu. The second one is 1875. He began something called a Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College. Later, this particular college was transformed into Aligarh Muslim University. So their education was given on science, humanities, technical subjects through the medium of English. So he began the college in 1875, which later became Aligarh Muslim University. So he began the education, he provided education on science, humanities and technical subjects through the medium of English. The students from all over the country came to study here. Okay, so these are the two things that you need to remember about the reform movements among the Muslims. I hope you are clear with it. Can you go through the video once again? And I have sent the notes in the WhatsApp group. Can you complete the notes? Thank you.